Obviously, a very impressive victory. I mean, I think maybe on your way to a 10-8 if you didn't get the finish. So, I mean, I guess how did you feel about your performance in that round?
I'm always very judgmental on my performances that I have. I'm never really happy when I go back and watch them. This one just feels good because of just the controversy that I kind of went through at the end of last year. So it just feels good to get the win and see what's next and just keep on winning.
Yeah. I mean, ahead of the fight, you said all the right things. Hey, we'll just keep going, moving forward. But, I mean, was it difficult to deal with everything you dealt with now that's in the rearview mirror? Was it tough?
Of course it was tough. Any controversy or any hardship that you kind of go through is tough. The whole controversy with the no contest that I had, that was kind of wild. The things that I dealt with as far as like Instagram messages and social media and everything like that, that was another thing that just took off as well. And then other cancellations that I had in November, and then this fallout that I had last Monday. It's something that is kind of inexplainable as like feeling wise, but I overcame it as always. Anything that you're going through, it's always able to overcome. So.
Nice. Ended up with the CoMain Event slot, obviously, this week. I mean, I know it's not quite the headliner, but increased attention. I mean, did it feel any different in the build-up?
Yeah, I was very surprised when I saw that I was still the CoMain Event. I figured that they would move the Buckley Al Hassan fight up to CoMain Event, but I mean, it was a great fight to kind of start the card out as well. But to me, those spots don't really make a big deal. If I'm main event or if I'm the first fight on the card, it doesn't matter to me. The fight is a fight. It's not like there's no more added pressure for that for me. The only pressure that I have is the pressure I put on myself.
Nice. Clearly, you were dominating the action. Were you surprised at how much he was able to kind of get out of bad spots and recover, and kind of had to repeat the process over and over?
Yeah, I figured I would have to do that probably 2 or 3 times before he would get tired, and that kind of worked. I was very surprised at how easily he got up. He did have very good underhooks. He would always get an underhook from half guard and kind of use the cage to get back up. So that's just more things that I have to go into the gym and just work on and just watch the fight and just critique.
Nice. And I'm guessing you were aware of the time. You knew that it was winding down. I mean, did you think this choke is worth squeezing, or is it like I got to be careful not to burn my arms out? I guess what was the thought process there?
Yeah, I work out hard enough that like in the gym I can just squeeze for 30 seconds, so it's no big deal. So when there's 15 seconds on the clock and my coach tells me if there's 15 seconds and I have a choke locked in, I'm going to squeeze as hard as I can until the bell rings because I'm going to try to get him out of there as quickly as possible. He tapped probably like 3 times in the last second, so it was a big relief. But I thought he was going to kind of edge it out and fight the choke for the last 15 seconds.
So the part that makes me laugh is that knowing all that's happened, I thought, are they going to give him this or is it going to go to round 2? I mean, so when you got up, are you thinking like, are we going to round 2?
No, as soon as I felt him tap, I heard the bell ring. I looked at her. Her was like, no, he tapped. And I was like, all right, cool. Thank God, right? It's a great thing that happened. I'm just thankful that it didn't have any more controversy. So I'm sure people are going to go on social media and be like, and time it to see how good it went. But yeah, it feels good.
Nice. And then I got to ask the darts night. Where did that come? I mean, obviously I know it comes from the darts, but I mean, have you been like waiting to roll this one out, or would that come to you on the moment?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan. I've like watched all the movies ever since I was a little kid. My family and my people at the gym all know I like Batman. They all tell me I'm a darts night, blah blah blah. That I should go with it, just push for it. My buddy Cody told me I should push for it as well. So I told myself that the first dart stroke I would get in the UFC, I would call it out. It was a little cringeworthy of a crawl out, but hey, hopefully it works.
Nice. I guess last thing for me, were you saying that you'd want to fight on that card with your brother, or you want to fight after? Like, what's next for you?
No, I'll fight afterwards. That's a main event on him, so that's something that he needs to worry about. He doesn't need any added stress that with me fighting before him. So I'm fine with fighting after him. If it's the next week, if it's the next month, it's perfectly fine with me. But my main focus right now is him.